Hey folks, Deano here again, and yeah, I thought I'd do something a bit different, seeing as how we hit 3,000 subscribers. That's actually completely insane to me. Like, I I can't thank you guys enough for everything. Like, I never thought when I made this channel years ago that I would be reaching these heights. I mean, not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it's a lot to me. So yeah, one of my subscribers suggested doing a collection tour, so that's exactly what we're going to do. I apologise for the shaky cam. I don't have any of those fancy vlogging equipment or anything like that, so this is what you get. Going to be a quick video, because obviously I only have a few cases, display cases and such. But yeah, starting off with my sort of overspill shelves. These are the figures that I either have duplicates of, have bootlegs of, or just in general want to pose them, like firing off beam effects and stuff. So yeah, we have a fair few here, including the Black Hole Toys, firing off that Kamehameha in the background. That's the bootleg Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I just customised the head to put the Demonago Fit faces on it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this one. Down here we have even more. Some of the older figures, some of the model kits, and some of the Dragon Ball Evolve figures as well. So yeah, that is a bootleg Trunks with the Tonson Toys effect. So before anyone asks. But yeah, as I said before, this is basically my overfill shelf. So let's move on to the main display. Okay folks, so this is the first of my three display cases or cabinets. Two of them are Detolfs, and one is, quite frankly, one I just found in a charity shop, which I thought was really good, and I've kept it ever since. So yeah, we'll be going from bottom to top on the two side ones, and then going bottom to top on the middle one, because obviously my main display is at the end. So yeah, I did also put some lights into it. You have no idea the work it took to get this working. So let's go. So down the bottom was Doctor Who, which I completely forgot to talk about. So yeah, just miscellaneous display. I watched Doctor Who in my youth. Not so good now, so I've kind of stopped watching it, but I still have fond memories of its glory years, as well as the revival. This one is a work in progress. This is basically the bootleg Gunpla shelf. Bootlegs don't really have a place in the main display. This will get filled up over time. So yeah. Above that, we have, if I can squeeze out a little bit, the Marvel shelf, which is, I've basically reviewed every single figure in this part of the cabinet, apart from a couple. So yeah, quite like that. Very much looking forward to the CT Toys Wolverine, as well as the other bootleg Wolverine that just appeared out of nowhere. So yeah, I have all the Spider-Men hanging from the bit where the glass sits. So I was quite proud of that. Looks really good. And this one is my sort of Xenoverse or GT or whatever you want to call it display. Yeah, I quite like this display, especially with a full power Xeno Goku Black in the middle. And then we have sort of Goku and the two Vegetos and stuff there. Very much looking forward to and hoping that Demonago Fit follows through with their Xeno Goku, because that Beast Deities Vegeta needs a companion piece. And up the top, we have just my miscellaneous Funko display. Did collect them for a while, not so much anymore, but I quite like it. So yeah, let's move on to the next cabinet. So this one's a bit harder to record because there is a gaming chair right behind me. So I'm having to hold the camera at an angle. But yeah, this is my quote-unquote old Dragon Ball display, with some old Irwin toys, sort of statues, the Figure Eyes, original Figure Eyes model kits that were 1/100 scale, I think, probably a bit taller than that, as well as some of the Ultimate Figure series and some customs that I did back in the day. I do have a sort of rare, unopened greyback, which I think was released with Budokai 3 in Asia, like as a limited time thing. So yeah, not many people have got that. I'm quite pleased with that one. We have my recently relegated to the side shelf Power Rangers display. I did have it in the middle, but I decided the Gunpla needed a bigger shelf, and I didn't have any more space. So yeah, this is basically all the Lightning collection I managed to get a hold of before the line ended. Quite like that. The stands, every time I show these off, people always ask me where they came from. I really can't remember at this point, unfortunately. They were stickers that just go onto Tamashii stages. I bought them off, I think it was an old figure forum back in the day. It may have been Sideshow Freaks. I'm not 100% sure, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, I love them. They look great. They fit the core 6/7 Mighty Morphin perfectly fine. Next one is the Dragon Ball Villains display. Apologies if my voice suddenly got dead close. It's because it's right next to me, the way I'm kneeling. This is really painful. But yeah, I just put all the villains in one shelf just to show them all off. This figure here, you will be getting a review. You'll see a few like figures that I haven't reviewed yet that will be out at some point shortly. But yeah, I quite like that. Especially like the two rosés. Obviously, the new Vegeta with the Demonical Fit skirt piece. And yeah, quite happy with how the villain display turned out. Let's see if I can get up without falling and breaking my neck. There we go. So this is my Gods display. Pay no attention to this. This was an old necklace that my mother bought me for my 18th. I've always kept a hold of it. But yeah, this is basically anything with godly sort of power in this shelf here. Not got the Dragon Stars Beerus yet. Hopefully we'll buy him eventually. But yeah, quite like it. You will notice the God Vegeta isn't using the Broly movie head. I frankly kind of preferred the bootleg head, so I just kept it on there. I like the thinner proportions. It fits the Demonical Fit body a lot better, which I also, if we zoom in, shaded a little, because I tested that out. The panel liners don't work as well on actual figure plastic, unfortunately, when compared with Gunpla, so there you go. And yeah, some stuff there. And my sort of miscellaneous shelf. Apologies for the dust. The top of these shelves don't get cleaned very often. That's my fault. But yeah, this is basically miscellaneous shelf. Anything that doesn't fit anywhere else. So we've got Sora from Kingdom Hearts. We have a Fig Arts Charizard, Figma Yugi, some Legend of Zelda stuff, which I reviewed back in the day, and some Attack on Titan stuff, and even some of the old I think it was Funko, a sort of Bethesda figures. I got the Dragonborn and the Power Armor. I did have the Lone Wanderer, but he fell apart because those figures are horrendous. But yeah. Moving on now to the main display. So finally, the cabinet that you've all been waiting for. This very bottom one, who at this point is only just making it into the display. I have long since thought about putting these into storage because I don't really collect them anymore. Yeah, this is the Transformers display. I've got some really old Beast Wars in there, as well as some of the War for Cybertron trilogy figures. That's when I really get into the line. I am aware there is a new Optimus, a new Ultra Magnus. I am trying not to look at them, because if I do, I'll start collecting again, and they cost a fortune these days. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Like, these were all very affordable when I bought them a few years ago, but since then, they've just got really expensive. Like, I think the new Studio Series Optimus is like 70-80 quid. Like, a bit expensive. But yeah, there's some things from my childhood in there that I really love. Like the old Beast Wars Transmetals, who thankfully haven't really broken or flaked off for me. But yeah, I do still like the figures. One up, we have my Star Wars display, which I am very happy with. Not really bought any more Star Wars figures for a while. The new figure arts are tempting, or the updated figure arts I should say, but I haven't pre-ordered any at this point. Obviously, the gems of my collection are the Luke Skywalker and Vader figure arts. Probably the best, frankly, the best figure arts have probably done for realistic figures. I also like the custom that I done for the Obi-Wan. He looks more like his Mythos look, well as the Black Series Mando, probably the best Black Series figure we've ever had, and my custom built lightsaber, which I'm very happy with. And yeah, going one up, we have the Gunpla display. So yeah, really happy with this. Obviously I'm going to have trouble when any new ones come out, but quite happy with how it's turned out so far. Doesn't look cluttered, and the three big boys are in the background, hovering majestically. But yeah, I really like it. Still hoping for more real grade Gundam Wing, Bandai. If I can replace the other core 4 Gunpla or Gundams, I will happily do so. But yeah, like that. Next off, we have my quote-unquote Super Saiyan display. At this point, I have so many Super Saiyans that it felt right just to put them in their own display. I don't have a riser for this shelf yet. I really should, because some of the figures are sort of lost in the background. But yeah, you will notice, hello, you will not be seeing my face today, so don't even think about asking. But yeah, really love it. Really happy with how this turned out. I even managed to get a little Dragon Ball for like, I think £2 off AliExpress. So yeah, very happy with that. I am now going to move out the way so you can't see my face. But the final display for my Dragon Ball, you can still kind of see my face. But yeah, that's my sort of main display right there. I love it. It's a bit cluttered at this point, but there's not really anywhere else I can put it, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, I especially love, that's a bootleg Shenron, by the way. Like, for some reason a bootleg company created that and then disappeared off into the distance. So yeah, very happy I got a hold of that, at least before it disappeared. And yeah, just my miscellaneous shelf up the top which has a Green Ranger mask I wore for Halloween last year, some Power Rangers props, an old Super Battle Collection Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and the Master Morpher, which is one of the gems in my collection. I love it. Very expensive now, thanks to JDF's passing, God rest him. Brilliant actor. He should never have left us as soon as he did. It's a shame. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is there anything you would do to improve my collection? I'm open to suggestions. Maybe one day I'll pluck up the courage to do a full face reveal, but yeah, you're not getting that today. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.